Professor Parthopratim Chakraborty, Director of the Institute, Dr. S. Christopher, Director General and Distinguished Scientist of DRDO and Distinguished Alumnus of IIT Kharagpur, Chief Guest of the Foundation, Dr. Satish Kumar, Director General Technology Management and Distinguished Scientist of DRDO, Dr. Manoj Kumar Mandal, Director General Life Sciences and Outstanding Scientist of DRDO and alumnus of IIT Kharagpur, visiting us today. Mrs. Sujata Roy, Vice President of IIT Alumni Foundation India and Registrar, dear students, members of faculty and staff, past and present, members of the IIT Kharagpur family, members of the media, guests, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this 65th Foundation Day of IIT Kharagpur. If you recall, 64 years ago, it was 1951, 18th August, to this very day, IIT Kharagpur formally was announced by our minister of that time, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. And on that day onwards, IIT Kharagpur has started its journey, and today we are celebrating the 65th Foundation Day of the Institute. In those days, if you recall, IIT Kharagpur started its journey from the old building which was known as the Hijli Detention Camp, and it has its infamous history. These are all written in golden letters in Indian history books, and from that time, initially IIT Kharagpur started with just 42 faculty members and 224 students. 10 departments was there at that point of time. But even at that very day, it was decided that this institute will not be only meant for undergraduate students, but this institute will also look into research and try to make an impact worldwide with the work that it will do. Over the years, if we follow the history of the last 64 years, you shall find that changes have come. Initially, the main idea before the country was nation building, and this nation building was possible only when we had trained manpower. The people coming from good institutes, contributing to the development of the country that we have today. That was the primary purpose put forward to the Indian Institute of Technologies. And in those days, IIT Kharagpur has not been left behind. IIT Kharagpur has made all its contribution towards developing bright engineers in all fields that we can think of. But from that day and today, 64 years later, a long journey has been undertaken. Today, if we think of IIT Kharagpur, we think of an institute with 11,000 plus students, 600 plus faculty members, infrastructure and other facilities in 19 departments, so many schools and centers. And it is probably the largest university system giving engineering education in India. So that also puts a lot of responsibility, lot of things that we all should be reminded of, particularly on our Foundation Day. Today, if you see the worldwide, developing infrastructure, developing facilities is one thing, but developing good human resources, getting good faculty, sustaining the good name and repute of the institute, attracting good students and good faculty members is an Herculean task. And that Herculean task we shall be able to complete, or we shall be able to take up only when we remind ourselves that we must keep the excellence of our work, we must strive for being where we are. Competition is extremely high in today's world, and if we be content, then we will not be able to move forward. So with this message, I once again welcome you all to this 65th Foundation Day of IIT Kharagpur and wish all the good things to this institute for years to come. Thank you very much. Yes. Right. So I now request a flower bouquet to be handed over to all the guests. Yes. Dr. S. Christopher, Director General, DRDO. Professor P.P. Chakraborty, Director. Yeah, Ms. Sujata Roy, Vice President, IIT Foundation. Mr. Pradeep Pine, Registrar. I now request our Director, Professor P.P. Chakraborty, to deliver his address.
Dr. S. Christopher, distinguished alumnus, Director General, DRDO, and chief guest of this function. Along with him, Professor Manas Mandal and Dr. Satish Kumar of DRDO. Sujata Di, or Mrs. Sujata Roy, an alumnus, Professor Mahanti, Mr. Pine, my colleagues, students, staff, friends, media persons. One more year has gone for this institution. Another year for us to make a solemn pledge of rededicating ourselves to this nation. Once we look at the foundations, the roots of this institution are built through a freedom struggle. The roots are very deep. The hearts and minds and sacrifices of a lot of people have developed and transformed a jail into an institution of learning. Above these roots, this institution is built on several pillars, thoughts of those who had founded this institution. In the early stages of independence, when India recovered into the Renaissance movement, the country placed its faith on progress of this nation on education, science and technology. This leap of faith has been bestowed on this institution. As the starting of the IITs, so today is not just the foundation day of IIT Kharagpur, it is the foundation day of the IIT system, probably the most well-known international Make in India name after independence. Because we make in India people who work both in and out of India. As you see today on stage, we have one distinguished alumnus. As the chief guest of the convocation, we had another distinguished alumnus, one who has made an international mark, today one who is leading strategic aspects of this nation. The chairman of the Board of Governors is the ex-chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission. So this institute, by its own bodies and people, makes a name for the pillars for which it stands for. So the first pillar that the IIT system set up was science-based engineering. Science-based engineering was the foundation on which the IIT system was developed. It is not just development of skills, it is development of deep knowledge. The second, which was developed in the IIT system, was that the second thing that was developed in the IIT system was holistic knowledge. That is, you're not just going to study one topic, one thing, you're going to learn multidisciplinary things, learn several topics of your choice, and ensure that you become a lifelong learner. That is why you will see IITians have changed fields, excelled in whatever they do, because the foundations of learning, of how to learn, was ingrained in the IITian system. The third thing that an IITian is expected to manifest everywhere is integrity. This was the third pillar. Meritocracy, in one hand, goes hand in hand with uplifting of people who need care. So both the concept of meritocracy and the concept of taking people together with the highest form of integrity and faith and thought, courage which goes with tenderness, these were the principles of ethics and human values that the IITian went up with. And finally, the IITian is an eternal dreamer, an eternal thinker, and an eternal optimist for the nation. These are the four founding principles of an IITian. Whether you have studied in IIT, whether you have worked in IIT, whether you have spent 7 days in IIT. The rule is that whatever I do, I will do with passion. If I have anything work that is given to me, that I will do with passion. So today, it is not only a day for remembering the founding fathers of this institution, the founding mothers of this institution, the great alumni of this institution. It is also worth remembering that lab assistant who, on the previous day of the laboratory, would clean all the equipment, would make all the items available, keeping in mind that the student may need this. This is to keep in mind those people whom, when you run for an emergency, make sure that the advance is ready for you. It is those people who, as a unique gesture in this institution, on the day of your retirement, gives every due that was required to you on your hand. An institution is not only built by 5 thinkers and 4 great people or 10 teachers. An institution is built by a team. And in spite of all the difficulties, problems, troubles that we have, IIT Kharagpur, over the years, is to be known as a team which stands up in adversity. Therefore, on this day, I will request a combination of our institution development team, our staff team, and all the employees, and everybody together, that in the next 6 months, can we make a list of every employee of this institution? Get a photograph of every employee of this institution. Because when we develop a major program called the Hall of Fame in the next 1 or 2 years, it must highlight every person we can track who has built this institution. So this is one task that I will request our ID team to do. If we forget the people who built it, if we forget that person who has helped you set up your lab, if we forget that teacher who scolded you, we were just talking about some of our teachers. Professor B.N. Das has recently expired. Everything we remember him for, every scolding we remember him for only one thing. He used to only say, excellence, excellence, excellence. So, in spite all the patriotic songs that we sing, if these do not come out and get internalized into action, action that is regular action that does not come out of thought that, oh, I have to do this. Or today he has sung Janagana Mana or Yoga Karmasu Kausalam for another 10 minutes. We don't want this Samshan Bairagya out here. We want this to get internalized into the system. Over the last 2 years, we have tried to make this system as democratic, open as possible. Not only transparent, democratic and open. Everybody is free to say how the system can be improved, provided you have done your work correctly. I have had faculty members coming and telling me, huge complaint, this is not done, that person does not work. I only sent him or her their own teaching feedback return. You say, first look at your own teaching feedback and then come and tell me. On the other hand, our whole administration should be open to listening to people, because people really want to help. I am also extremely delighted that in spite of his busy, very, very busy schedule, Dr. Christopher, who could not make it to the convocation because of national duty, which comes first, has agreed to spend his time today. He came in the midnight of yesterday and will go back again in the midnight of today. And believe me, today morning, he did not catch sleep. Today whole morning, we have been discussing the relationship that DRDO can take up with IIT Kharagpur. And I am very happy to announce that today in his presence, IIT Kharagpur and DRDO have signed a landmarking memorandum of collaboration to work together in all aspects for the growth of this nation. I would like to thank Dr. Christopher, who actually we were trying to do it in one area, and as soon as I talked to him, the first thing that he said is, I'm coming on 18th and we will do it in all the areas where we think there is mutual benefit. Let us give DRDO, Dr. Christopher, Professor Mandal and Dr. Satish Kumar a big hand. The alumni of this institute seem to be everywhere. Now everybody talks of Sundar, right? He's become the most famous IITian around. But if you look at the people that are making a mark, the alumni have got invigorated in a new way possible. And today, a representative of the Alumni Association and a very, very vibrant leader of the association, Sujata Di, is here to make several announcements on behalf of the alumni, and I will not take away her cake by making those announcements now. A speech is always long. The person standing and speaking does not remember how long he is speaking, whether the students or those who are listening are interested or not. The person is speaking because he is thinking he is himself very interested to speak. But I would just leave you with just the last few words. There is one person whom we take for granted in this world. There is one person whom we assume is always there, for whose care we don't bother till we miss that person. That person is always caring, always gentle, always giving, and that person is our mother. Whether it is Mother Nature, whether it is your mother, whether it is your divine mother, whosoever. In my humble opinion, this institute is our mother. We take her for granted. We assume that she will only give. Think in your heart, we assume that she will only give. We take for granted. We don't even bother that she may be old today. We don't even bother that she may be a little weak in some point today. We rarely think that our mother needs help. Our mother needs only two things. Our mother needs our presence and our smile. That is why, as mother of this institute, I am grateful to Dr. Christopher for both his presence and his smile. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Chakraborty, Director of the Institute, for very inspiring speech. I am sure all of us will try to take these things forward. I now request our registrar, Mr. Pradeep Pine, to take over the stage for handing over the employees' service prizes.
Thank you, Professor Mahanti. May I request our director, Professor P.P. Chakraborty, to kindly hand over the 25 years long service award to our colleagues. Mrs. Basana Maiti.
We normally give a memento as a watch for the 25 years, and I got it a couple of years ago. It's still with me. Whenever you get it, take off the watch that you have and wear this one.
Mr. Nagendranath Das. Mr. Gomti Prasad Tiwari. Mr. Utpal Garai. Mr. Milan Kumar Maiti. Mr. Shobhon Kumar Mahadani. Mr. Vishwaranjan Panda, Mr. Anupam Kumar Maiti, Mr. Haradhon Guin, Mr. Ujjal Sarkar, Mrs. Rekha Roy, Mrs. Belarani Devnath, Mr. Dinesh Chandra Kormakar, Mr. Vedula S. Somayajur, Mrs. Raya Mahalakshmi, Mr. Torit Rai, Mr. Bedebindu Manna, Mr. Alokesh Chattopadhyay, Mr. Torit Rai, Mrs. Mahalakshmi, Mrs. Bedebindu Manna, Alokesh Chattopadhyay, Professor Jayanto Mukhopadhyay, Professor Jayanto Mukhopadhyay, Mr. Ujjal Kaur, Mr. Tapon Kumar Dev Goswami, Mrs. Khukurani Ghosh, Mrs. Purnima Mahadani, Mr. Vishwanath Giri, Mr. Lokhikanto Sen, Mr. Mongol Mandi, Mr. Mongol Mandi, Mr. Dipesh Kumar Sarkar, Mr. Dipesh Kumar Sarkar, Mr. Tathagato Majumdar, Mr. Ram Avatar Shah, Mr. Tapon Kumar Bera, Mr. Prakash Majumdar, Mr. Prakash Majumdar, Mr. Ashok Sheth, Mr. Mahadev Rao Bhosle, Mr. Gunadhar Das, Mr. Manoj Pal, Mr. Temba Lakshmi Narayan Rao, Mr. Deepak Kumar Marik, Mr. Arup Kumar Goswami, Mr. Sundar Kumar Sharma, Mr. Tarini Prasad Das, Mr. Vishwaranjan Das, Mr. Nontu Dolai, Mr. Kuddam Apanna, Mr. Mantu Bhuiya, Mr. Shubol Bhunia, Mrs. Koruna Odhikari, Mr. Pramod Ray, Mr. Nandagopal Pal, Mr. Kalepelli Ramachandra Rao, Mr. Devashish Maiti, Mr. Hiren Banerjee, Mr. Anup Kumar Sen Sharma, Mrs. Bonani Sen, Mr. Prabir Kumar Samanto, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Pandey, Mr. Satyanarayan Saha, Mr. Gaur Hari Das, Mr. Dopa Yaraya, Mr. Gundara Janardhana Rao, Mr. Nirmal Kumar Beda, thank you.
So thank you, Mr. Pine, Registrar, and our Director for giving away the mementos to the employees who all completed 25 years. So, very warm welcome to all the employees who have received 25 years services award. Dr. S. Christopher, Director General DRDO. He is the recipient of this year's Distinguished Alumni Award. Due to his preoccupation during the time of convocation, IIT Kharagpur could not give him the award, but we are extremely happy that on this occasion of the Institute Foundation Day, we shall be handing him the Distinguished Alumnus Award. So I request all the distinguished guests on stage to come inside just for a second for getting robed. So on the occasion of 65th Foundation Day, the Institute will be conferring the Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. S. Christopher. Dr. S. Christopher is currently the Director General and a distinguished scientist at the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. He had served Bangalore-based Center for Airborne System, CABS, as director and was the key scientist for manufacture of India's first indigenous airborne early warning and control system, AEW&C system. He led a team to create the automated planar near field measurement facility at Electronics and Radar Development Establishment, LRDE, for the first time in the country. Dr. Christopher also worked for the Indian Navy as project director for Airborne Surveillance Platform ASP project and for development of the Maritime Patrol Airborne Radar, Supervision 2000. He played a crucial role in developing slotted array technology, which was used for several airborne and missile projects. The technology was even exported to Poland, becoming the first ever export from LRD. Dr. Christopher completed his BE honors in Electronics and Communication Engineering from University of Madras, 1978, and MTech in Microwaves and Radar Engineering from IIT Kharagpur in 1980. He further got a PhD in Antenna and Measurement Technique from IIT Madras in the year 1985. On behalf of IIT Kharagpur, I thank Dr. Christopher for gracing this special day of the Institute with his presence, requesting him to come on stage to accept the award. We also would request him further to share his experience with the audience, motivating the future of Indian science and technology.